Chronic pain and depression. Let's talk about it. Chronic pain and depression are two of the most debilitating conditions that can severely impact daily life. They're interconnected, and when one suffers from both, and it can feel like a never-ending cycle of pain and sadness and hopelessness. When you're dealing with chronic pain and depression, it can be tough to get out of bed in the morning, let alone face the day with a sense of purpose and enthusiasm. The emotional toll is immense, and it's not uncommon to feel like you're losing yourself in the process. The physical barriers are just daunting. The pain, the fatigue, and the brain fog, and the constant feeling of being trapped in your own body. Dealing with chronic pain and depression can make you feel like you're in a never-ending nightmare with no escape in sight. It's like being trapped in a prison of your own making, with no keys to unlock the door. The emotional pain can be just crippling, making it hard to form meaningful connections, maintain relationships, or even finding joy in activities that once brought happiness. The shame and guilt that come with chronic pain and depression can be overwhelming, make it hard to ask for help and seek support. You might feel like you're a burden to others, or that you're weak or flawed in some way. The fear of being judged or labeled can be paralyzing, causing you to suffer in silence for far too long. There's many ways to cope with chronic pain and depression, and everyone's journey is unique. And therapy can be a game changer, providing you a safe place to process your emotions and develop coping strategies. Medication can offer relief from symptoms, but it's essential to find the right combination and dosage. Life changes such as diet, exercise, and stress management can also make a huge difference. There's holistic approaches like acupuncture, yoga, and meditation can help alleviate symptoms and improve overall well-being. It's crucial to find what works for you and to be patient, as it may take some trial and error to find the right combination. It's also essential to have a support system in place, whether it's family, friends, or a community of like-minded individuals. For those of you who don't know, I also struggle with chronic pain and depression. There's things that I've gone through in my life, and some of us have. There's things that cause the chronic pain and depression, and some of the things that I've gone through in my past until now. Several years ago, I had a tubal pregnancy that ended up bursting inside of me, where I had to go and have emergency surgery. It almost caused me to be unalived. I had to have 2 blood transfusions. So the pain and depression of just going through that, as well as knowing that I was pregnant and I lost a child, to finding out that I had uterus fibroids, and then finding out that I had cancer in my uterus as well, and that I had to have it removed in order to save my life from having cancer, as well as finding out that I have these lumps and fibroid things in my breast as well, to having a cervical fusion done on my neck in 2015, to being in a 6-car pileup accident and slamming into a light pole. And then from 3.5 years ago from today, which today is January 17th of 2025, I found out that I have 3 herniated discs, 1 above my fusion, 2 below my fusion, as well as another one that is bulging, which is probably now a herniated disc, and that one of the disc is pushing into my spinal cord a little bit, just not enough to where I need surgery at this moment, and dealing with the chronic pain from all these years of all the things that I've gone through, where it's been literally one thing after another, after another, after another. Then there's the being overweight from having kids to having all these things happen in my life and being depressed, to there was a time where I gave up on myself. I just kept getting heavier and heavier and heavier. I just felt like my life was being turned upside down on a constant basis. I could not get out of bed sometimes. I felt like I lost my sense of purpose. And for a while, I did. But then I decided I'm not going to give up anymore. I'm not going to give up. I'm going to keep moving on. So I got therapy, medication, started doing lifestyle changes. So I began to reclaim my life. I started small. It wasn't a quick process, but I started small and I didn't give up. I did like short walks. I did some therapies, like physical therapy. I reconnected with friends and got a support system and a group. And then that's when I began to start to heal. I still have bad days, but I don't let it define me. So then I started a blog and I began to get to where I started trying to help other people, because helping other people was also therapy and a way that was helping me. So I want this to be a testament to the human spirit and a reminder that there is always hope. So in conclusion, breaking free from pain and depression requires patience, persistence, and hope. You're not alone, and there are resources that are available to help you. Don't give up, even when it feels like the darkness is overwhelming. Keep pushing forward, and just know that a happy, healthier life is within reach. This is not medical advice. If you're struggling with chronic pain and depression, I invite you to share your story and comment below. Let's connect and support each other and remind ourselves that we're not alone. Have a good one, guys.